how to fight climate change without America. Scientists have repeatedly warned us that the planet is hurtling toward climate tipping points. Despite the international pledges limiting global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius is increasingly unlikely and could be breached as early as 2028. At the same time, biodiversity loss is accelerating at an unprecedented rate, with dire consequences for vulnerable communities and humanity at large. A stable climate and healthy ecosystem are inextricably linked, implying the risk of cascading catastrophes. To be sure, there has been some progress on both fronts. The 2015 Paris Agreement was the most ambitious and politically viable climate deal of its time. Based on a pledge and review model, it set an attainable target and introduced the mechanisms to ensure broad participation while establishing a framework for assessing national commitments against the shared goal. On the very first day of his second term, however, U.S. President Donald Trump signed an executive order titled Unleashing American Energy and announced that the U.S. would once again withdraw from the Paris Agreement, dismissing climate change as a hoax. Governments and civil society now face a fundamental challenge: developing viable strategies for achieving climate and biodiversity goals without U.S. involvement. Carbon pricing is essential, but without safeguards, it risks creating trade distortion. This is the rationale for the European Union's CBAM, which applies to only a handful of carbon-intensive products like steel and cement during its transitional phase.